the most basic requirement, something's wrong, you're able to report it. And then if you say that there's cookie missing out of the cookie jar, and then you hear, are you accusing me of taking it, right? So that's, right? So all of that's one of the methods that has prevented the reporting of. So it's not an accusation, it's not a blame. That's what I always say. I'm not playing victim. I'm not trying to get attention to myself. I'm trying to report there's a cookie missing out of the cookie jar. And I should be able to do that in a way that's not, to you, a violation. That you don't take it personally and then accuse me of accusing you. You understand? So the police are helping gangs take over houses using squatter rights. I'm reporting that. That's something wrong. It's something serious because there's gang problem, there's fentanyl problem, there's lawsuit abuse, all of these things that are involved here. I'm reporting it. I don't want to accuse anybody. I'm not blaming. I'm not targeting. I'm not attacking. I'm not playing victim, not race baiting. I'm reporting. I need this message to be transmitted with all of these evidence that I have on my YouTube channel that I've intentionally have. My only purpose is to correct what's wrong, not to sue, not to blame, not to accuse, not to disrespect, right? That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking, is to look at what's wrong and to correct it. The laws that are intentionally wrong, written wrong, the fact that you can't look at the addresses where she's been and done this before because you say it's outside your jurisdiction. Well, somebody can. I have those addresses. You need to look at the 911 calls at these addresses that she stayed, and then the place that has repeated 911 calls over months. What happened there? Those people, her injuries that she has on her leg. What happened there? She's sued people, she's put people in jail, she's threatened to sue, she's gotten their houses. Looking at those addresses, where repeated 911 calls were made, where was the change in ownership of the house, was a large payment made, was the landlord accused of sexual assault, did an individual police officers get that house? Who is the person who got that house if there was a change of ownership? The cops themselves said, Officer Park said she may have succeeded in her attempts. Where she got that injury? How did she get those horrible injuries on her legs? Did she blackmail somebody using those injuries, which is her method? This girl is used by a syndicate to get injured. That is the method that they want to triangulate. They triangulate with the cops, back up somebody into a corner, isolate them, make them lose all their family, do identity theft, do all this stuff, and then use gaslighting to back them up into a corner, get them to harm her physically so that they can use that to blackmail them and get their house. This is the method. This is the scam. It didn't work on me because I'm not a violent person. I'm not impulsive. So you need to look at this. Who caused those injuries, and where was their house taken using those injuries as blackmail? And I have these addresses. And police are unwilling to investigate. Somebody can investigate. Look at the addresses where she stayed. You do an Intellius.com search, background search. Look at the crime she's committed in California, in New Jersey, and in Florida, and find out about this. Just this alone, all the methods that are used in this scam to work with the laws and the law enforcement to take over property for her gang. And all of the laws that are on the books that are there intentionally, one of them being we can't look at the other places outside of jurisdiction. So she performs it someplace, then moves to another to perform it again. Saying we can't help you unless there's a crime, and you telling them all this stuff, and they just pretend they just won't hear it. Look at the evidence here. Look at my videos. Look at all the lies the police say, all the false reasoning, and all of these are wrong because the law doesn't make them right. The laws are wrong and they're being abused. The law enforcement is being abused by gangs to profit from cruelty. That is wrong. And everything that helps perpetuates that is wrong. I'm Zeke Matevosian. Wake up, America. .org.